I have already been forgiven. I have already been forgiven. Dear Divine Ones, welcome back to Miracle Mantras. I'm Kiran Jodhkar. I'll be reading today's lesson for you, singing this mantra that I've created with you again, and adding a commentary at the end. This is lesson number 46. God is the love in which I forgive. God does not forgive because God has never condemned. And there must be condemnation before forgiveness is necessary. Forgiveness is the great need of this world, but that is because it is a world of illusions. Those who forgive are thus releasing themselves from illusions, while those who withhold forgiveness are binding themselves to them. As you condemn only yourself, so do you forgive only yourself. Yet, although God does not forgive, God's love is nevertheless the basis of forgiveness. Fear condemns and love forgives. Forgiveness thus undoes what fear has produced, returning the mind to the awareness of God. For this reason, forgiveness can truly be called salvation. It is the means by which illusions disappear. Today's exercises require at least 3 full 5-minute practice periods, and as many shorter ones as possible. Begin the longer practice periods by repeating today's idea to yourself, as usual. Close your eyes as you do so and spend a minute or two in searching your mind for those whom you have not forgiven. It does not matter how much you have not forgiven them. You have forgiven them entirely or not at all. If you are doing the exercises well, you should have no difficulty in finding a number of people you have not forgiven. It is a safe rule that anyone you do not like is a suitable subject. Mention each one by name and say, God is the love in which I forgive you. Blank. The purpose of the first phase of today's practice period is to put you in a position to forgive yourself. After you have applied the idea to all those who have come to mind, tell yourself, God is the love in which I forgive myself. Then devote the remainder of the practice period to adding related ideas, such as, God is the love with which I love myself. God is the love in which I am blessed. The form of the application may vary considerably, but the central idea should not be lost sight of. You might say, for example, I cannot be guilty because I am a child of God. I have already been forgiven. No fear is possible in a mind beloved of God. There is no need to attack because love has forgiven me. The practice period should end, however, with a repetition of today's idea as originally stated. The shorter practice periods may consist either of a repetition of the idea for today in the original or in a related form, as you prefer. Be sure, however, to make more specific applications if they are needed. They will be needed at any time during the day when you become aware of any kind of negative reaction to anyone, present or not. In that event, tell them silently, God is the love in which I forgive you. God is the love in which I forgive. God is the love, is the love, is the love in which I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. God is the love, is the love, is the love in which all illusions and remnants of fear disappear, 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 disappear. You have already been forgiven. 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 I have already been forgiven. I have already been forgiven. God is the love, is the love, is the love in which I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. God is the love, is the love, is the love in which I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. God is the love, is the love, is the love in which all illusions and remnants of fear disappear, 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 disappear. You have already been forgiven. Because to forgive is to see through the illusion. To forgive is to forgive ourselves and everyone else, and we can't forgive selectively. That's why it doesn't work. Because if you don't forgive somebody else, you actually can't forgive yourself. Because by believing that they have committed something wrong, you are held to that same accountability, which means you are held in place. That's why this lesson says you are bound by illusions. So if we bind anyone by saying you did this and that was real, we know that you did that thing that we consider unforgivable, then we are also bound. We are imprisoned in believing that that person is just this body. And we say, sometimes we say things like, we will go to our grave, we'll never forgive them, right? That's how passionate our anger is, and our commitment to imprisoning ourselves, right? Because we feel that was something so wrong. But here we're not even looking at the behavior. We're not looking at the past. We're not looking at what was done in this world of illusions. We're saying, I see you as a child of God, and thus I see myself as a child of God. And there's no way around it. This is what this whole thing is about here. If we find one exception, then we can't see ourselves, and we can't see anyone else. When I was doing this lesson, I was taking stock, and there was many people that I felt I had forgiven. I've been doing this practice for some time, right? But even as I was reading the lesson, I noticed that I still hold in my mind the idea, well, I've forgiven them mostly. And then the lesson right away said, you either forgive entirely or not at all. So here we are. The ego is trapped in its own trap. And it's quite funny if we can look at it from there. So may you find amusement in the places that you have not forgiven yourself. You have not forgiven someone else. We all have them. But if we can start to forgive, even though we know that it's only entirely or not at all, but if we start the process, it's starting to loosen the bonds, starting to open the window of that prison we've made. Let some fresh air in, the possibility that we could forgive. So start there. And if you're ready to take all the bindings off, then help us all to see who we truly are. Thank you for being with me. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow.